Soy Fabiana, tengo 8 años, estudio en segundo grado, soy venezolana, vivo en Colombia, me gustan mucho los animales, especialmente los perros y los conejos.
Hola, me llamo Salvador, tengo 14 años, estoy estudiando en 9º grado de bachillerato, soy un niño muy disciplinado y mi sueño es llegar a ser un gran astrónomo.
Hola, soy Carmen. Tengo 77 años de edad, soy docente jubilada con 41 años de servicio.
Hola, mi nombre es Elizabeta, tengo 53 años de edad, venezolana y tengo 2 años aquí en Colombia.
Hola universo, mi nombre es Marielén, tengo 29 años, nací en Caucagua, estado Miranda, Venezuela. Transcurrí mi infancia en un pueblo de la costa barloventeña también.
Hola, mi nombre es Rosana, tengo 34 años de edad, nací en Caracas, Venezuela y transcurrí mi infancia en un hermoso pueblo de la costa barloventeña.
This beautiful and dignified family is in serious trouble. They need our help. My name is Scott, and I'm the sponsor of this project to help these innocent victims escape the abuse of both Venezuela and Colombia. The latest news estimates report over 4 million people have been forced to flee Venezuela by the life-threatening conditions that exist in that country today. In 2014, the economy collapsed under Maduro's regime. Hyperinflation has made basic goods too expensive to purchase. Store shelves are often empty, and the people are starving. Healthcare is no longer available, so a serious illness or injury is often a death sentence in Venezuela. Electricity, water, and internet services often shut down and are unreliable. Crime is rampant and people are now threatened without government protection. Once the richest country in South America, Venezuela is no longer a place that is safe to live. The people who once loved their country now risk everything to move to neighboring countries with uncertain futures and no real possibility of returning. When Rosana and Maria Elena arrived in Colombia 3 years ago, they had less than $6 between them. There was no work for them in the big city of Medellin. At least, no work they wanted to consider. Venezuelan women are preyed upon by immoral and criminal elements in Colombia. These horrible people take advantage of the desperation of these women and offer them jobs as prostitutes and other unsavory employment. Rosana and Maria Elena have dignified backgrounds. They are well educated, so they refused to prostitute themselves. But they had to accept degrading work in order to survive. This work provided them adequate income to send for their family after a year of lowering themselves and saving their money. They continued this humiliating work after the family arrived, but eventually the two women started looking for better alternatives, and they quit doing the work they both despised. They tried to find decent work, but good jobs are scarce in Colombia. Any well-paying jobs go to Colombian citizens first, and not to immigrants and refugees. They've explored many avenues to sustain themselves, but are now confronted with a choice. Either continue with the degrading work, or lose their apartment and be forced to live on the streets. On the streets, they will be in constant danger of being victimized by violent crime. They will be exposed to health risks and will be denied health care if they don't have the ability to pay for it. Venezuelan refugees are not eligible for government services like Colombian citizens are. If they become very ill or injured, Venezuelans die neglected on the streets of Medellin. The other alternative for the family is to acquire skills that are in high demand and that most other job seekers lack. The skill of greatest general value throughout Latin America is fluency in English. Developing fluency in English is the way out for Rosana and Maria Elena. Colombia has many English schools of varying quality. This is how most Colombians acquire basic English skills. However, being immigrants, Rosana and Maria Elena will have to do more to compete for these jobs against native Colombians. Experience in American culture and customs is as important as knowing the language. Credentials from U.S.-based schools are highly prized by employers throughout Latin America. Having this experience, the skills, and credential will greatly enhance the probability of Rosana and Maria Elena finding and securing decent work for decades to come. And that is what this project intends to accomplish. This project will completely fund the costs of obtaining a university-level credential and abilities in English at an accredited university in the United States. These courses are immersive and intense training, which is why the credential is so highly prized. And these women have the intellect and work ethic to succeed in such an advanced program. Rosana had completed 4 years of medical school when Venezuela collapsed, and she was forced to abandon her dream of becoming a medical doctor. Maria Elena had been studying social work and was only a year away from her degree when she had to return home without completing her education. They both dream of being of service to humanity again, and I have every confidence they can achieve their goals. This project is only the first step on a long road toward being the helpful and productive women they have always wanted to be. By helping them, you are undoubtedly helping many others in the future. By donating, you will not only help this family stay off the streets right now, but for the rest of their lives. For details about the money we need, please watch our budget summary video. Thank you so much for your interest in our project.